we go again. Off to Peglin, Crucible 10. We're going to try it again and again and again until we can get something good going. I don't know why, but we keep losing to the first elite fight, and it's giving us the slime fight, and we had the Ouroboros last run, which I felt like was in a good position to make sure we at least continued on with the run or got past it. But apparently all my throws were awful. To be fair, we bounced out and went to the abyss of nothingness where all the orbs were already gone on multiple occasions. So I'm not quite sure what our luck is here. But let's see if we can get another bit of an Ouroboros with this question mark here. Maybe I should upgrade my stones. Maybe I should have picked up one of those orbs. I don't know. We will find out. It's technically more cost effective to remove an orb. I know that's kind of naive of me, but it's a hoove. It behooves me. Isn't that the word? It behooves me to do it. Like throws like that where all the hope in the world and it finds a way to thread the needle straight into nothingness. There goes both of those bombs. That's not bad because now we can kind of feed down. No worries about hitting a bomb here. We're not going to do a lot of damage. She's probably even going to hurt us at the end of this. We can collect some money because we have to do 30 damage here. There's 9. Yeah, we're going to lose a little bit of health because you know it's me playing this game. I shouldn't have thrown that dag orb there because we weren't going to do enough damage. We did just enough damage, and then we're definitely taking this. I mean, it's probably one of the better orbs to have, especially if we're playing the Paladin. Now, we're not playing the Paladin, but it's still going to be... Oh, of course, I missed the crit. We did 29 damage after we missed that crit. And we hit the bomb at the very least. Let's go ahead and do you to get some of this must circle in our system. Because now you're a 2-7. But we're actually going to skip you and throw you. It was actually worse to throw at the crit there. But we hit the refresh at the very... Well, we reloaded to refresh, didn't we? And then we fell down the backside. Please don't put a crit on this slide. That is perfect. We'll slide on down and 100 damage there. We're actually going to find a way to survive one of these elite fights early on, which is actually pretty massive for us. A big refresh into a 95. Oh, a small deck with this orb is going to be pretty good. I tell you what. Oakley. So if you don't know who Oakley is, Oakley's the dog that's in the profile picture. She will be the death of me. Believe it or not, whatever bulwark is gained, increase the amount gained by 1. For sure, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't know. She's a German Shepherd, and German Shepherds have so much energy. Beyond imaginable amount of energy, and she's like 5 years old, so I figured she would start slowing down a little bit, but no, she is still on top of her game, and she loves to talk. And so most dogs, when you think of a dog, you think of barking. She doesn't bark most of the time. She like talk whines. I don't know how to explain it. It's not a howl. It's not a bark. It's not a whine. It's like an in-between of all that. And she does it all the time. And it is exhausting. Because you can't get her to be quiet. Gains 0.3, 0.6 for every 1 bulwark you have. Consumes all your bulwark. I'm probably good on that. Probably good on keeping upgrading any of you. I kind of want to hit that shop and get rid of 1. So we probably should. That's a Pierce. Maybe we grab a Pierce early on. Or do we upgrade? I think I'm going to upgrade instead. Upgrade and take a fight on. get some money from the fight as well. Maybe we could have taken the question mark and the question mark could have given us something good. But I think we're fine with what we have presented to us. Going to pass away after this next throw. Unfortunately, we're doing all of our damage into you. I could have targeted a back. Well, there's a throw that's familiar. The bomb hit. Honestly, not a bad bomb hit. Not a great one. A round guard saved us from taking any damage there. With a little bit of more mus circle in our systems, if we can get rid of the crit, I think we'll be good. There's another form of pierce. Is it that good of a pierce in comparison? It's about the same as the ice circle, isn't it? More consistent on piercing more enemies. After attacking with this orb, the next orb will fire on attack all enemies. That guarantees us to have pierce after attacking with or discarding this orb. The next orb fired will attack all enemies. So I could just skip that orb. What's the 2? It just makes it a 2/2, which isn't shabby. It guarantees pierce, but not much damage. Imagine having this instigate orb with this Spinfectious Sting would be a fantastic combo. Maybe we just try it. We grab it out. There goes an Oki Bark. I don't know if you can hear that. I kind of messed around with the noise gate on this. So that was in the hopes that you won't hear Oakley barking or you won't hear me clicking or typing or something. That was the purpose or the point behind it. I guess we'll lose the dag orb. I'm not too attached to the dag orb. We need a fight. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, we can't afford to get rid of anything here. So we're just going to go to the shop and just look around. Nice, nice, nice picks. A Bold Orb wouldn't be bad. We haven't had a Bold Orb in a while. We already have 2 level 2, what is it? What is that orb? 2 of these Orbusts, 2 level 2s. Ooh, with the refresh shield going on with it as well. We might stand a chance. Or we might not. And we have Spinfection popping off, so that's going to be good. We have you doing some damage. We don't care about the pierce now. But you're still doing 3 damage worth. So we'll hit the refresh, bounce over. 3 damage isn't bad. It's not great. But it's about the same as 4 damage. Look at that. 4 damage right here. Well, into you. You didn't need to hit the crit, but I understand why you hit it. We opened up to the refresh, so we're good here. So maybe we bounce and do a little bit more damage. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Upgrade you, please. So now we can conveniently discard you into the gift that keeps on giving. I think we're on a pretty good roll here, not gonna lie. I think we're in for a treat. In for a trickety treat. We can skip you and go you, and you do the exact same damage, but you do piercing damage. So in theory, that's not much damage. In theory. I should have waited. But we're going to have some shields now. And you're doing a lot of damage. Hit 2 bombs, 3 bombs there. A decent amount of damage. And we're not going to lose any health because we have 2 of these bad boys coming out. That's going to add a lot of bulwark on us. 10 bulwark. Bingo was his name-o. Could have probably skipped. Done the same amount of damage, but not too particular. If we hit a bomb, the fight's over anyway. Boom, fight's over. Only have 50 HP. Bombs do 50. that was a throw where it really popped off for us. I don't want to spend any money right now. Don't want to spend any of our buckaroonies, because if we spend our buckaroonies, we won't be able to get rid of anything. Now you, illusion on top of everything. Oh, well, I thought I could click it. We're not hitting the illusion, and we don't want the ball lightning. We do not want the ball lightning because we don't want a targeted. We want to accept the bribe or rat out the chef. We'll accept the bribe. It's a bad bribe, but we'll take it nonetheless. We're not going to argue because we're going to fight the piercing elite fight right here anyway. Oh, we're not. Well, we're going to throw you on out there and you're going to do 100 damage with some poison thrown in to the mix. We're for sure throwing you out there because you are going to add more bulwark to us and must circle. And we're going to throw you on out there because you're a 6/7, which is great. And you are consistently finding a way down to the far right where there was an opening, which isn't chill in my book. You found a way to the crit, which, I mean, to each their own. Gonna have some protection here. You're gonna do just the same amount of damage. Just don't hit that crit somehow. Found the weakest part of our plan. That is okay, because this should end the fight quite single-handedly. Easy peasy. I mean, can you think of a better strategy than that? And we're not going to do anything here. Ooh. Or, ooh, who's our final boss? The wall. So technically, Overhammer is nice, because that's a form of pierce. But we have an orb to deal with pierce. Duplication Station, however, is a form of damage dealing. We didn't want to do the hero's backpack because these shops are going to get rid of both of our. Well, look at that. Remove one orb there. Head to the next place. And honestly, do we want to remove an orb? Oh, what's our inventory look like? You're our damage dealers. You're our biggest damage dealer. Honestly, I'm not opposed to doing ambidextrary here and not getting rid of an orb. The reason being, we're just stopping by that shop because our plans have changed. My thoughts on this is now that we have ambidextrary, we can kind of skip forward, really boost up these. So if we do this and do this, we can really boost up these pretty early on. Dang it. That's still 150 damage to everything, which isn't bad. Not great, but let's go ahead and get this. But we'll refresh here. We got round guards. We're safe. We're actually going to skip and then skip again because this should do a lot of damage with a... Yes. Plenty of damage. That was my thing. Increases hit enemies debuff by 1 and target any enemy. It's a targeted attack. We don't really have a build that's designed for targeted attacks. Don't want to upgrade the stone. But we don't really have money for anything else. So maybe we do upgrade the stone? Just so that we have more strength with us. We do want to go left because we want to fight that elite fight. Good thing we have some spare bulwark up there, so misnavigation doesn't affect us. We'll go ahead and grab the Echo Orb. More bombs aren't bad. They aren't bad by any means, but they aren't going to be what makes or breaks this run. Now that was pretty cool. See that? And it goes straight into a shield. You just love seeing stuff like that. So that's why we have this orb. It's gonna take out everything, even the shielded enemies. As easy as that. Go ahead and throw you on out there just to give us bulwark and some mustrical. And we skip you and we're gonna get both and we're gonna take out everything. Well, we're not taking out everything because we have the fortunate ability of hitting crits quite consistently. Just go ahead and skip. Perfect, and we won't lose any health, and then we just go bingo, bazinga. Bazinga. Bazoom. We go ahead and upgrade again, apply shield to every 5 pegs hit, and gain bulwark. That just seems awful. Unless we have that one relic that benefits from having shields on the board, but we don't have that, so kind of useless for us. Upgrade our other pebbles so that we have full strength going into the wall here. I'm glad our bulwark... Oh, our bulwark did go into effect in that throw. We just had so much damage coming into us because of our happenstance. Well, this is a lot of damage. That would have been nice if you were in front of it. And our pebbles, honestly, are still doing quite a bit of damage since they are level 3. Their crit still does more than our 2 of these orbs. So 6, 7, 2 of them went. We used both orbus, and it's only a 6, 7. So that means our crits still have some value in regards with our pebbles, which is actually pretty helpful to have. We don't care about that. Do we care about you? You might be interesting, but the odds of you hitting a crit's going to be very high. I don't really care about hitting crits. That's actually going to hurt us a lot if we're hitting crits. Might as well as always skip that orb. That orb's not going to be that helpful for us. Maybe we don't skip it whenever we're fighting the wall, just because the wall will get closer to us if we skip it. Big refresh into a duplication, but the duplication kind of fell flat, as we always do. But we carry on our wayward son. I am actually done with school for the year. It's winter break for me now, which is nice. I am in my graduate program, for those of you who don't know. And I am on a break, which is very nice. Grants mustrical for every 20 pegs hit, deals 3 self-damage for every 20 pegs hit. So we can really scale up. My thoughts. I got thoughts here. I have some thoughts here. Whenever is destroyed, game 4 bulwark. My thoughts here are that we don't throw that orb until we get enough bulwark in our system. So to get bulwark in our system, we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead and hit these bulwarks. Bulwark pegs. I mean, things. Because especially in this fight, we're not going to lose any HP here. So our bulwark's only going to help us for self-damage purposes. And this is a great fight to have this orb in, because it'll go straight down here. Oh, we're actually taking damage now? 5 self-damage. That is a beefy boy, actually. That is a beefy boy. But I think we're fine, because we have our 13-3. We're going to be scaling up so quick. We're doing 1,000 damage per throw. 15 damage here. Just don't hit the crit. I know you're looking... Oh, thank you. And you're useless to throw now because you actually hurt us more than help us. Honestly, why did I skip there? Well, this isn't good that we kept going to the empty side, but we have so much time. I'm gonna keep favoring the whichever side the crit is not on, because the moment we hit that crit, we lose substantial amount of damage output. And then this concludes our situation. I think it would have been a lot closer if we didn't have that orb. Not bad. A little bit of illusion. Muscle makes you viable. Call me crazy. Call me greedy. Call me everything in the book at this point. Because now we're very slow starting, but once we get going, ooh, we're going to go to the moon and back. Okay, it takes a minute for us to get to the moon. It's gonna take us a hot minute to get to the moon, actually. But it's not gonna be impossible to get there. I'm actually going to skip ahead. Do we do Belusion again? I think we do it. It's a 1-1. 3 of these bad boys out there. We're going to get to 100 Belusion. We're doing 100 damage. Crits are useless right now. But now we kind of have that predicament where we have no refreshing. Why'd I throw it towards the crit? The refresh is in an absolutely terrible spot. But I think we're fine with that. We've got so much Belusion in our system. We'll just go ahead and do this, do this. This should actually shut down this fight. I was incorrect. It did not shut down the fight. But we're going to throw out some Belusion because I think that's our best orb right now. It keeps us from taking any damage. Honestly, the more that I think about it, the better of an idea this was. Now, if we can get rid of... We kind of need to get rid of something. 2 of you is great. But we don't need... Who's our final boss here? QR code. So we kind of want to hit everything. And you're our main damage dealers. You're just passive, preventative self-damage. You're preventative self-damage, preventative damage, preventative damage, preventative damage. You incorporate damage, but also add a lot of... So yes, I think we do remove a pebble here, believe it or not, because the thought process here is if we can get rid of the pebbles and streamline what we have at hand. Streamline our strength orbs or self-protection, self-preservation orbs. We should be in a pretty good spot, is my thought. We head to the left. 45 gold. We'll get 50 gold here, hopefully. We'll add some bulwark to us. We could use another refresh on the board because that's going to be the biggest stickler, especially oh yes, that is going to be the biggest stickler, especially for this final fight. This final fight does not like to have, it does not like the gift that keeps on giving, having durable pegs. The QR code does not work well with that. Kind of counters it. So that's kind of one thing I'm afraid of, is being hard countered by the gift that keeps on giving. because it for sure is our weakness here. I like how we're actually actively hitting all of the refreshes, which is nice. I mean, not the refreshes, but the crits, and avoiding our one little refresh down here. You should be a pierce everything mode right here. Boom. And you're still alive? You two are still alive? Do I throw you or do I throw bulwark? I say we threw the bulwark out there. 126. Is there any possible way to... Oh wait, we refreshed. Well, there we go. We hit the crit. As all things should be, we hit the crit, but we have plenty of defenses going on. And watch this. With all these defenses, we should be able to... Honestly, ugh. Still took a lot of damage. Cool. Call me crazy for a signal booster. 4 times effective. We'll buy it. We won't upgrade it yet. Yes, because now we can buy a relic of our choice. I was really hoping self-damage by 50%. You know, everything is coming together. Everything is coming together, and there's nothing you can do about it. At this point, we're actually going to take this fight because we want more money. We want some more money in our pockets. Well, this is not cool. Oh, the bomb goes first. Garody. Believe it or not, I think I'm throwing you. Because now we have +4. Well, we have no protection from this thing's... Well, bomb gets rid of it. You should be pretty boosted, a 9. Oh, and you split up like that? That was pretty cool. Protected us. I appreciate that. Ah, we're protected. I think we're gonna actually throw you out now here. Of course you went up to that crit. Oh my lord, you bounced all the way up to the crit. Some sort of protection here is good in my book. I'm fine with hitting the crit here because we have... Yes. I don't think we want another one of you. I think our deck is a little bit too big for my liking as it is. I want to save our money for the shop. So we're fine with this thing still being a level 1. For the time being, a little bit of protection can go a long way here. Well, that did not work as intended. But that should take it out. We're gonna lose a little bit of health here. We're gonna actually skip forward. That was enough. Beautiful. Oh. Almost wasn't enough. Interesting. I'm gonna go down because we want to save as much money as we can for this shop. Well, I'd rather have that. Healing after battle healing is not going to be that impactful for us. The auger is not anything for us. Tactical treat, however, I think I would rather have you. Fun fact. The reason being going to be just a little bit more helpful for us in regards to the final boss. The QR code, each square of it once we get to it, each square of it has bombs in the center. So if we have enhanced gunpowder, it'll kind of give a chain reaction to all those bombs and all those pegs and really stack up our damage pretty well. And now we can actually spend money to upgrade fully here because all we have is fights going forward. So honestly, money's useless. Might as well as heal. Starting with that orb's kind of sad. We're probably going to lose some health here. Following up with that orb's not great either. We kind of want those 2 orbs, or two of our 3 starting orbs there. We kind of wanted later on in the run, but beggars cannot be choosers. I like how this one's always the 4th orb. We got rid of the front guy. We're actually going to do this because look at it. It's a 10-2 now. Just crazy. And that pierced everything. Granted, we're still losing a lot of health. Well, we didn't lose any health because we have Illusion and Bulwark. And the Bulwark finishes it with protection. And we could have probably freely thrown that other one. Adds 1 muster circle every time the board is refreshed while the orb is in flight. Not bad. Not bad, but not great. Yes. Starting off with you is going to be great with these red bombs. 100% of the damage from these red bombs are being bonded. 50% chance, and we still took the damage from both of them. Unfortunate. We are throwing you out there because I could have double skipped and got to you to throw, but I don't have enough protection to get through everything here. So skipping you and then throwing you out there is going to be plenty of damage to take out everything on this board. And we have nothing else to spend our money on, so grants 1 muster circle when fired. What's the map look like here? Can't upgrade it all the way, so it's not going to be helpful to us. It's just going to be a more cluttering. Oh my gosh. Comes in clutch. Training weight right there at the end. That is crazy. Whenever you gain muster circle, gain 1 additional, so that just builds off our muster circle builds we're already doing, which is fantastic. Sometimes I baffle myself. And then we'll have enough Belusion here to, well, we have 100% Belusion. We can probably, do we skip ahead and throw you? I think we're going to lose a little bit too much HP there. But the problem is we don't have any muster circle thrown for you, so I shouldn't have thrown the stone. I should have left it, but now this is a 26-2, but we'll probably hit the crit. That's usually our luck, but we didn't. Fortunate enough to take out the first guy. Then we'll add a few muster circles here. Oh, we have the echo chamber too, and it's maxed out or capped out at 1,000, I think. Well, that wasn't even enough damage. But we're gonna skip you and throw you. You're a 10. Ooh, these guys have a lot more HP than I initially thought. So we're just gonna take out the first guy again. Don't hit the crit, and we'll be happy. I didn't take out the weakest. I was afraid I aimed on the weakest individual. Fun fact, I think what we do is guarantee the avoidance of 1 attack by doing this. And hopefully the second hit doesn't hit us either, because it'll be a 50% chance. We'll have round guard here. Honestly, we can do it again. 100% chance, and then we skip ahead, and then we one-shot him. As easy... Oh my lord. 31 HP is what it decided to stay with. Oh, how sad. But we still survived. It would have been my luck that we wouldn't have survived there. But not a bad run. Not a bad run for a Crucible 10. A lot of unique orbs that relics that we used, and orbs a little different than our normal runs, but hey, not too bad.